Hey guys, how's it going? Trying something new tonight. Still doing the trivia challenge thing, but it's not going to be just Trekkie trivia. We're going to go pop culture, 80s pop culture to be specific. So let's see how well it works. So welcome. Go lay down, Pug. I know. You're so cute. The pug is here. Just so you guys are aware. The pug is here. The pug has arrived. All right. Any... All right. So there we go. The message is pinned to the top with the instructions. So if you guys are interested, you Top Gunning today? I am. 80s, right? So yeah. Let's see if I can put this down just a tad more. We'll go with that. That's good. So let's see. Ooh, dystopian guys here. Pony Person. Hey, Pony Person. Sergeant Montgomery. Anyway, hi everybody. Good to see you. Thank you for joining me today. If you hear any bangs or explosions outside, it's because it is May 2/4 weekend here in Canada. Don't ask me what that means because I don't remember. It's one of our holidays. So, but yeah. So today, instead of doing Trekkie trivia, it's just 80s trivia in general. So pop culture, 80s cartoons, 80s TV shows, 80s movies, anything like that. Anything you guys have question-wise. I am drinking some beer this evening. And for the shots, I'll be doing, again, the plum brandy because it's really good. So if you can stump me on a super chat trivia question, I'll have a drink. It's a pretty simple concept. So let's see. Yeah, well, East Coast, Eastern time zone. So, yeah. Don't know where you are, Pony Person, but we got a few people from the UK here, which is great. So welcome. I will have a drink. I'm gonna have to yell at the kid in a minute, but it's all good. It's all good. All right. So we have 20 people here with 21 likes. That's pretty good. That's pretty good. Can we get a few more likes? Can we get to 25 likes? Are there 4 people out there that maybe haven't hit that like button? If so, let me know by hitting that like button. DGR Blue is here. Hey, DGR, how's it going? Sergeant Montgomery throws in $5. Hello and good evening. In the classics 80s movie Iron Eagle, what were the names of the 2 main characters? Doug Masters and Chappy Sinclair. Ha! Fucking love Iron Eagle. So yeah, Doug Masters is the kid whose father gets shot down, and then Colonel Chappy Sinclair is the guy that trains him, essentially. Well, yeah, more or less. You say something funny about Germans, but I could say something funny about Germans, but I can't think of anything. Haha. Feed Me Seymour. One thing I love about the 80s, even though I lived through it, so many great franchises came from it, and even now I'm still finding a classic cult gem. Yeah, the 80s was an amazing time to be alive, and if you missed the 80s, I'm so sorry. You, it's the pinnacle, man. It's the pinnacle. Olivia Julius, $5. You were looking at stuff that happened before I was born. Time to get the old time pug out and explore the old time stuff. Well, thank you very much, Olivia. The pug is right here looking at me. I'll say it, but that's okay. She's here, so you can say hi to the pug, Olivia. We got 27 likes, which is great, guys. And so, yeah, let's see. So, Sergeant Montgomery, yep, says I got the question right. So, I am well. Hope you are well, says DGR. I am okay. I've been better. But that's neither here nor there. Feed Me Seymour. One thing I always thought about Flight of the Navigator, the chair the kid sits in on the spaceship looked mega uncomfortable. Flight of the Navigator, that's a movie I haven't seen in a long time. A long time. That's a name I've not heard in a long time. Yeah, man, Flight of the Navigator. I'm trying to remember what the chair looked like that he sat on, honestly. Speaking of, I gotta like raise this one up a bit. Yeah, that should be fine. Adam Juneman, how are you doing tonight? I broke down and finally supported Sam's project and became part of the Enterprise E crew. That is awesome. I am also part of the Enterprise E crew, and I'm also a Cerritos crew member, and I also helped him out supporting by the getting the rank of captain, the captain's perks. So if you can support the Indiegogo for Sam, please do so. It is well worth it. And yeah, you can hear fireworks going off. Olivia Julius, $5. Hi Puggy, still waiting my birthday pug. Must have gotten lost in the mail. Oh, Olivia, happy birthday, by the way. I haven't done a live since your birthday, so happy birthday. Mine's coming up too. Mine's May 28th. And Samuel's is June 7th. So we have birthdays very close, which is awesome. Bug, you want to come on the screen for a minute? Come here, let's say hi to Olivia for her birthday. Oh, there. Say hi to Olivia. It's her birthday. It was her birthday. She wants a pug like you. Yeah, yeah, yeah. You okay? There, she's happy. She says, Puggy. Kiss. Do I get a kiss? No, I don't get a kiss. Okay. All right. We've all been better, Captain. That's probably true. Dang, I love that movie. Which movie? Flight of the Navigator or Iron Eagle? DGR Blue 4. I'm sorry to hear that. Hope we will be able to cheer you up, my friend. I hope so too, DGR. I really need to play some Bridge Crew again soon. I kind of miss Bridge Crew, actually. So we should do that soon. Feed Me Seymour. Didn't watch this until the 90s, but Popeye, 1980 film starring Robin Williams. What a gem of a film. That village still exists where people can go and visit. Yes, the Popeye film is an oddity. It's fun to watch to a certain point, then it gets kind of but it is an interesting film for sure. So I hope Matt Boardman joins us tonight because I think Matt would really like this topic, but we'll see here. Olivia, can you do me a favor and go into the moderator chat and just ask if Matt's joining the live tonight, please? Thank you. 27 people here, 28 people here, 30 likes. That's awesome. Hit that like button if you haven't, though. I'd really appreciate it. And yeah, I changed things up tonight by making it hey, you can see the pug. She's right there in the chair. By making it 80s trivia and also by moving back into the library because I thought that would be fun. So, Adam Juneman says happy birthday. Well, oh, for Olivia, yes, that's awesome. Doggo. I didn't say I wanted a pug like her. I said I wanted her. She wants to take you, Puggins. No, I won't allow it. Christian, quiet. All right. Feed Me Seymour. Oh, and my favorite 80s movie has got to be Little Shop of Horrors. Feed Me Seymour. Feed Me Now. With the name, it does, yeah. That's good. Do you see this? Do you see the pug over here? Over right there? Do you see that? Right there? This pug thing right there. There it is. Look at the patheticness of it all. Thank you, Olivia. SC Scout Guy, Stuart, you will be happy to know a Canadian company, Top Aces, has purchased former Israeli F-16s that were used in the filming of Iron Eagle for aggressive training. They flew their first one today. That's cool. I wish that we could get some F-14s back from Iran. It's the only reason we don't have F-14s is because we sold some to Iran, or the U.S. did, and then Iran became an enemy, and so all the F-14s that they scrapped from the U.S. were all disassembled so that there would be no parts available if the Iranian Air Force needed parts for the F-14. So the ones that the F-14s that the Iranians are flying are, they just have to maintain them. They can't get new parts for them. They'll have to make new parts, and that's not easy. So, bureaucracy. Gotta love it. Iron Eagle and Flight of the Navigator, amazing stories, was also a fave. I damn near snapped at attention when you yelled Christian. Well. Pony Person, guess what my favorite toy of the 80s is? My Little Pony. Feed Me Seymour. I buy Funko Pops because I'm a fan of the design, but they but they released a Little Shop of Horror Audrey 2, which doesn't have those eyes. It looks so cool. I had to get it. Yeah, I'm not a big fan of Funko Pops. There's maybe a few that I don't mind. I'm just not a fan of the big, I don't know. I'm just not a fan of the way the Funko Pop looks, honestly. It's kind of shit. Most of them are pretty generic too. I've got the only one I do, well, I have a few, but my favorite one is probably the Voltron one. So, quiet! Anyway. Hezraz. I like Short Circuit and The Princess Bride, even though they were made before I was born. I watched a bunch of 80s movies growing up on VHS, as you should have. And Short Circuit is a fantastic one. Number 5 is alive. Feed Me Seymour. It's the eyes that make them terrible. It's just the big stupid heads and just, I don't know. Some of them are okay. Like I said, Voltron's alright. I've got an R2-D2. I've got one of the black astromech droids. I've got a Batman and Superman because they came in a loot crate, so I still have those. Sylvia's got a bunch of the original TOS figures and Funko Pop. It's just not my thing, so. Pony Person, still got one of the 86 on my computer desk. That is cool. SC Scout Guy, Enemy Mine is another good 80s sci-fi movie. Enemy Mine is fucking fantastic. And there's an episode of Enterprise that's exactly the same story and pretty much the same script as Enemy Mine, with Trip and the alien on the planet. So, yeah, there's that. And yeah, I highly recommend Enemy Mine if you haven't seen it. Lou Gossett Jr., who plays Chappy in Iron Eagle, is the alien in that one. And Dennis Quaid is the human pilot, which is pretty cool. Dennis Quaid's a pretty good actor, so. And Flight of the Navigator was my go-to feel-good movie, says Not a Band Account. Feed Me Seymour. Oh yeah, Short Circuit and Short Circuit 2. Help me, Rhonda. Help me, Rhonda. Adam Juneman, Masters of the Universe, Spaceballs, Labyrinth, Princess Bride. Now, you say Masters of the Universe, you're talking the Dolph Lundgren movie? I don't know, man. I don't know how I feel about that. One thing I do like Dolph Lundgren from in the 80s was the original Punisher movie. I don't know if you guys have seen that. It also stars Lou Gossett Jr. He's one of the cops. God damn. Go Lou Gossett Jr. He's all over the place as far as the 80s go. But yeah, So anyway. Hey, Captain, do you remember the short-lived TV show Automan? I don't. I know what it's all about now. It actually stars Desi Arnaz and Lucille Ball's kid, and some other guy in a Tron suit, but he turns into like a Lamborghini Countach and also a helicopter. I didn't know Automan existed literally till about 6 years ago. I'm like, where the fuck was I during this? Because I know all of them. I know, Airwolf, Knight Rider, all that shit. The A-Team, Battlestar Galactica 70s. But so I know all that shit from the 80s, and Automan never, what? How did I not know about Automan? Like, I know about it now, but yeah. Pony person, funny thing is, I'm built in 88, so that pony is older than I am. Built in 88, that's funny. Dystopian guy, Cyborg with Van Damme is actually good. Yeah, it is actually. Mark puts in $5 for the Ghostbusters cartoon who auditioned for Wilson but was passed on because some network person didn't think the person sounded like Winston. Would it be the actor who played Winston? Oh, I can't think of his name now. I don't know. I'll take a drink for that one because I don't know that one. That's a good one. Did you ever get around to watching Batteries Not Included again? No, but it is on my need to rewatch list, so. Pony person, what does KIT stand for? KIT stands for Knight Industries 2000. There's also the evil version, which was CAR, which stood for Knight Automated Roving Robot, which was voiced by Peter Weller, who was Optimus Prime. So, Adam Juneman, Universal Soldier is awesome. ST Scout Guy, The Adventures of Buckaroo Banzai Across the Eighth Dimension is my go-to guilty pleasure 80s movie. I've never seen it. I've never seen it. I know. Take away my geek card, eh? Was it Ernie Hudson? That's the guy that plays Winston. So did he audition for the part and they said, you don't sound like Winston? Because that would be incredibly stupid. My hair's... I shouldn't have had a shower before I did this. I should have just gone live and had a shower afterwards because my hair's all like floofy now. It's too fucking long. And don't get me started on when the lockdown's going to be over so I can get a haircut. Because that's another... Excuse me. Joe Torres, $5. Which movie theme song stood out to you more from the 80s? Which movie's theme song stood out to you more from the 80s? There's a lot of great soundtracks, but honestly, it have to be Danger Zone from Top Gun. Sorry, it's just the way it is. I'm trying to think if there's any other ones that stand out, and I can't think of anything right offhand. So I had the Top Gun soundtrack, I had the Iron Eagle soundtrack, and one of the things about the Iron Eagle soundtrack that pissed me off, one of the best songs in that, Old Enough to Rock and Roll, isn't on the soundtrack by, what the hell's her name? Rainey Wilson, I think. And that's the, when he flies the Snake Mountain race, the Cessna against the bike. Fantastic song, not on the soundtrack. Pissed me off as a kid. I do have the single and stuff now, which is really cool, but fantastic song, just not on the soundtrack. Iron Eagle 2 also had a good soundtrack as well. Running where the boys run free, burning up the sky, chasing the angels. Anyway, that's enough of that. Eric Sween, Back to the Future. Yes. Feed Me Seymour. How have we not mentioned Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles? Oh my god, yes. We're just getting into it, so. Sergeant Montgomery. Wow, that's crazy about Automan. I was a salty kid when it was canceled. But hey, like Firefly, I sure dig failed shows. Mark says, it is correct, Ernie Hudson. Pony person, I knew you're the right captain for me. Adam Juneman, Howard the Duck. Yes, Howard with the duck tits. There's a lady in the tub with duck tits. Anyway. Feed me Seymour. Interesting fact, in Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles 2, Secret of the Ooze, the characters of Raza and Tuca were two mutants that were meant to be Rocksteady and Bebop, but couldn't get rights. It's not that they couldn't get rights. There's another reason for it, but yes, you're absolutely right. Another fun fact about Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles 2 is Super Shredder at the end of that destroys the dock before he dies was played by a wrestler, Kevin Nash, who was Diesel. So, don't know if you knew that or if you're into wrestling, but there you go. Danger Zone, I knew it. Area 51. Go get a haircut, Rebel. Screw the system, man. DGR Blue 4 Top Gun soundtrack is great. Berlin, Take My Breath Away. Take my breath away. Yeah. Don't make me sing. The Goonies. I was wearing a Goonies shirt earlier today. I should have kept it on. Joe Torres. Axel F. Axel Foley. Beverly Hills Cop. Back in Time. Yes. My nickname in high school was Axel because of that. Mark, that's exactly what happened, Captain. That's hilarious. Adam Juneman, never watched Top Gun, but love Hunt for Red October. Never seen Top Gun? Get out. Get out of my live stream. Go right now. Go watch Top Gun and come back. I've seen Top Gun well over 160 times at this point. I love that movie. So does Matt Boardman, but he's not here apparently. Brian Kesterson, Super Chats, PayPals, and Patreons are all appreciated. If you wish to contribute to the Trekyards kitty, your contributions help make this channel possible. Thank you, Brian. And Brian, I got your package for my birthday, so thank you so much. It was great. I did a video on it today. If you want to go check it out, it's on the Captain Foley personal channel. Go watch the unboxing. But thank you so much, Brian. It was awesome. And I need to know, too, I watched the 35th, whatever, your channel. But in the intro, it says the professor, and then there's Brian the Relic. Which one are you? Because I don't know which one you are, but I don't know what you look like. Joe Torres, don't get me started on those movies. What movies? Dystopian Guy. Odo, are you telling me you don't have a social security number? Correct. Why not? I am an illegal alien. Coneheads. Feed me Seymour. Looking back, things you missed because you're a kid. The pirate in Goonies was called One-Eyed Willie. I bet the scriptwriters were giggling when writing that. Yeah, One-Eyed Willie. Another fun fact, by the way. I don't know if you guys knew that. A lot of pirates did wear eye patches. Some of them because they lost an eye. Other ones because when they had to go into the lower hold of the ship to get, new weapons or whatever in the midst of a battle, when you have an eye patch on one eye, the eye's accustomed to the dark. So when you come off the deck, out of the bright sunlight, you just switch the eye patch over to the other eye, and you can see perfectly in the dark instantly. You don't have to wait for your eyes to adjust. Fun fact. Gavin Vale Smith, are you still on lockdown? Wow, that really sucks. Hopefully over soon. And remember the cartoon Mask. Mobile Armored Strike Command. Yes. I had a bunch of those toys as well. And yes, we are still in lockdown. Don't get me started. It's a long story. And fuck Doug Ford and the Ontario government. DGR Blue 4. Negative Ghost Rider. The pattern is full. Pony Person. What was the name of the bad guy in Brave Star? The horse was 30-30. I can't remember the name of the bad guy. Dystopian Guy. Those duck titties were quackers. Olivia Jolie is $5. In Back to the Future 1, what was the mall's name before Marty went back in time and after he came back? Yeah, it was Twin Pines Mall and then Lone Pine Mall. Because it was Twin Pine Mall initially, and when he went back in time, the DeLorean took out one of the pines. So when he came back to the future and came up to the sign, it was the Lone Pine Mall. Ezraz, I also enjoyed Gremlins around Christmas on TV and Maximum Overdrive. Oh, Maximum Overdrive, I haven't seen that in a long time either. But Gremlins, fantastic. SC Scout Guy, does anyone remember the 80s TV show called The Highwayman? I remember there was a semi-truck that turned into a helicopter. It had Sam J. Jones, who played Flash Gordon in the movie. It sounds familiar, but I do not remember it. So don't hit me. Sergeant Montgomery, $2. Like Prime, I have to roll out at 88 miles per hour. Hit like. See you later, Sergeant Montgomery. Take care. Mark says, I didn't know that about Kevin Nash. It was a pretty cool tidbit. Yeah, man, I'm full of little tidbits of information and useless shit. Feed Me Seymour. And of course, the ultimate Christmas movie, Die Hard. Martin Devon, Roadhouse is the best 80s film. I thought you'd be bigger. Roadhouse. Fucking love Roadhouse. Gavin Vale Smith, Top Gun was the first video cassette I ever got from my parents with a VCR and TV as a Christmas gift. Oh, so you burned that tape out, did you? Curtis Simpkins, happy birthday, Captain. Early or late or whatever it is, happy birthday. It is early. My birthday's not till May 28th, so 7 days away. Joe Torres, I'm not a fan anymore of the Iron Eagle movies. I'd rather you go watch Flight of the Intruder instead. Oh, well, I don't really care. They're campy fun. They're not meant to be realistic, so suck it up, Buttercup. And Flight of the Intruder is pretty good. Adam Juneman, did you know Gates McFadden was the choreographer and puppet acting coach for The Labyrinth? I did know that, yes. She didn't go under Gates McFadden, though. She had, her name was Gates. I don't know if she used her married name or her maiden name, but it was a different name. But yes, I did know that, Adam. And Adam, hopefully you're doing well and healing and recovering from your surgery. Brian says, glad to send it, Stuart. I'm Professor Kesty. If you look at the incidents of Morgan's Reed book, you can see a good picture of me too. All right, thank you, Brian. Good to know. Curtis sees the pug. Yes, he does. Probably one of my top 10 80s movies, a masterpiece that is Paul Verhoeven's Robocop. Yeah, Robocop's great. Xavier Gamer, 80s questions. Who sang Cruel Summer? It's a cruel, cruel, cruel summer after all. Don't know. Not really good with band names and stuff like that, so I'll take a drink for that, even though it wasn't super chatted. Feed Me Seymour, Toxic Avenger. I went through a trauma film phase in the 90s. Still have a board game of it. Brian Kesterson. There is me, Brian Kesterson, and my old buddy, Brian Abbott. We were both Civil War reenactors for over 20 years. I was in a mounted cavalry, and he was a ground pounder in the infantry. Great days. SC Scout Guy. I still have a Laserdisc player, my original Top Gun, and Memphis Belle Laserdisc. Ooh, Memphis Belle. I have that one downstairs and haven't watched that in forever either. Oof, oof. Gates when acting. Cheryl McFadden otherwise, says Eric. Okay, I knew there was something about her name that was different, so. Pony Person. In Galaxy Rangers, what year did humanity get the hyperdrive? No idea. One biggest disappointment is that 2015 didn't look like it should have. Back to the Future Part 2. I want a restaurant served by a robot with an AI Michael Jackson serving me a Coke, not Pepsi. Mark says, I live out in the country and my neighbor is shooting at some coyotes. My dog is going crazy. Captain Casey Smith. Captain, here's a trivia. What does FLAG stand for in Knight Rider? Don't know. I don't know. That's a good one. Gavin Vale Smith. The Last Starfighter was my favorite movie, and I'm glad it's finally getting a sequel decades later. Enemy Mine was also good. You're glad it's getting. Did they finally go through ahead with the new Last Starfighter? That'd be great. Bananarama sung it. Okay, thank you, DDR. One Man Standing. I'll just say it. Best 80s movie for me was Megaforce. Class of Nukem High. Gates when acting. Cheryl McFadden otherwise, I think. Yeah, I think maybe you're right. Michael Anderson. 80s question. Arguably, which individual year had the best films? I have to look at a list of films. I'm going to say 86. Xavier Gamer, name one actor in the TV show The Greatest American Hero. Oh, actors? Oh, I could not tell you that. Oh, wait a minute. No. What's her name? The hottie. Oh, my God. Sorry, can't. I feel like her name is on the tip of my tongue. I know who she is. I'd like her to be on the tip of my tongue. But the fuck is her name? I'm not good with the actors' names from that. I do love The Greatest American Hero, though. William Kitt. William Kitt is the main actor, I think. William Kitt, is that it? And the FBI guy is also, he's a good actor. I think the main guy from the show is William Kitt. I can't remember the other lady's name, though. Memphis Belle, that's Harry Connick Jr., yes. Dystopian Guy, has anyone mentioned Lethal Weapon 1 and 2? So good. No one has mentioned those yet. Xavier Gamer, Cruel Summer by Bananarama. Area 51, Foundation for Law and Government. Thank you. That's what flag is. Adam Junman, The Evil Dead, released in 1982, same year I was born. Jettic Productions, finish this line. Wings of Silver. I need a hint. I don't know. Feed Me Seymour. I felt comedy sitcoms went into a dip in the 80s and didn't get good till the late 90s. I mean, we had some good shows that came from the late 70s, but nothing like 88, 89 with Married with Children. I wasn't huge into comedies or sitcoms. Married with Children was still one I definitely watched. But like Family Matters and all that shit, like I was aware of them, I just never watched them. That's being said, I did watch Growing Pains, I did watch Who's the Boss, Family Ties, so many other ones. Shannon Murphy, what did Coca-Cola do to their formula that made people hate New Coke? I don't know what they did specifically, but they fucked it up, is what they did. Funny person. Guess my 80th stuff is exhausted. I can't remember much dates. That's okay. Carlo, was Days of Thunder in the 80s? Yes. Days of Thunder is just Top Gun on wheels, man. And it's all, again, an awesome movie. Foundation for Law and Government. Robert Culp. Connie Selica, that's it. Thank you, Think Bad. I knew her name was like... All right. Michael Anderson, 1984. Ghostbusters, Indiana Jones, Temple of Doom, Gremlins, Karate Kid, Police Academy, Footloose, Beverly Hills Cop, Star Trek 3 for starters. Okay, so I was wrong. It wasn't 86. Robert Hatch. Who the hell's Robert Hatch? Oh, was that the FBI guy? Dystopian Guy. TNG was technically an 80s show. Feed Me Seymour. Fun fact. Seinfeld sitcom actually started in the 80s, first broadcast in 89. Captain Casey Stewart. Answer is Foundation for Law and Government. Thank you. William Cat. It was William Cat. Okay, I thought it was William Kitt. Okay, thank you guys. Brian Ketcherson. Cap, let's see if you know who the original writer, creator of Conan the Barbarian was, an amazing sword and sorcery writer who died too early. The original... I actually do not know. Tim McCaffrey, $20. Who voiced Peter Venkman in The Real Ghostbusters? Was it Dave Coulee? That's my guess. Let me know if I'm wrong, Tim McCaffrey, though. SC Scout Guy. Stuart, did you ever watch the parody movie Kung Fury back a few years ago? I think you would absolutely love it. Kung Fury, I haven't seen. I do love Kung Pao. Kung Pao's a fucking awesome movie, Legend of the Fist. But no. I don't know Kung Fury. Adam Vera, $5. When did Data lie? Every time he went to bed? When did Data lie? Oh, when he said he didn't shoot Kivo Vosh, or Fosh, whatever the fuck his name was, with the very anti-disruptor in the episode The Most Toys. That's when he lied. Stuart Ford, me won't play. I graduated in 85. Gavinville Smith, who was cameoed as the most different character? Who was cameoed as the most different characters across all Star Trek series? That would be see, it could be Majel Barrett because she was in TOS. I want to say Jeffrey Combs, but he wasn't in TOS, so you say all series kind of throws it off. It makes it a wording problem for your question. I'm going to say Jeffrey Combs. Quiet! Fuck's sakes. Xavier Gamer, actress from Greatest American Hero, Connie Selica. Darrow. Okay. Shannon Murphy, Trekyards. And the Golden Girls, which of the ladies is from Sicily? Blanche. New Coke equals Pepsi. Pretty much. Now I have to watch Silverhawks again. Captain Shannon Murphy, my mother tells me that they made it too sweet is what happened. No, I don't think it was too sweet. It tasted too much like Pepsi for some reason. They took something out. They did something with the formula. I don't know what, but maybe it was too sweet. I don't remember. I just remember hating it and everyone else hating it. But Eric Martin, Blade Runner, Road Warrior, Aliens are all from the all late night favorites. Hezraz, New Coke teaches us don't fix it if it ain't broke. SC Scout Guy, I am in Days of Thunder as an extra. It was filmed in my hometown of Darling. That is awesome, man. Which scene, which time index? Let me know, man. That's awesome. He just slammed into me. He didn't slam into you. He didn't hit you. He didn't bump you. He didn't nudge you. He rubbed you. And rubbing son is racing. Adam Juneman, I am doing better, just frustrated not allowed to do anything around the house to take care of the house or animals until July. I feel like a bum. I'll take it easy, man. Don't feel like that. You got to get better. So, Stuart Ford got Aliens, Top Gun, and Highlander the same summer. Was a good 86. So that's why I said 86, because I knew Top Gun and Highlander came out in 86. I forgot about Aliens, but I think that's very subjective as to what year would be the best for movies, but Fortress was cool. Shannon Murphy says, that reminds me, I need to watch Aliens again alone with the lights off. Brian Kesterson, Robert E. Howard was the creator of Conan the Barbarian. Thank you very much, Brian. Name 4 big movies from 1984. Ghostbusters, Gremlins, Beverly Hills Cop, Star Trek 3. Pony Person, real name of the comic book guy in The Simpsons. I have no fucking idea. Captain Shannon Murphy, Trekyards in baseball. Who won the World Series in 1984? I don't know. That's not pop culture, and I'm not a sports guy. Matter of fact, I hate sports, so I have no idea. Well, I can't really put my feet up because then I'm like way down here. Hi, everybody. Hi, Dr. Nick. So much for that idea. Let's put that back and sit up. Xavier Gamer, name one song from the movie The Wall. I got nothing. Pink Floyd, I know that. Curtis Simpkins, Faye Grant was the Greatest American Hero. Faye Grant from the Greatest American Hero in the V series. All right. Feed Me Seymour. David Hasselhoff at the Berlin Wall singing about freedom. Saw a video on YouTube, think from 2013, where he returns for anniversary. He was drunk singing from an ice cream truck van with no backing. Legend. Mark throws in $5. That show was Family. What show was Family Matters a spin-off of? I want to say Growing Pains, but I'm probably wrong. I'm going to take a drink for that because I think I'm wrong. But you guys let me know. Adam Juman, Escape from New York. Multi-Gunman, how's it going? Tim McCaffrey, there was 2. Don't drink, LOL. Dave Coulee also did it. Feed me Seymour, but off topic. Would Star Trek Enterprise have been a better show if that ship hasn't called Enterprise? It was given a different name. I don't know, NX-01 Titan. Yes, it would have been a better show if it wasn't Enterprise. Absolutely. 100%. The Multi-Gunman. Time waits for no man unless that man is Captain Foley from Trekyards. Shannon Murphy. Blanche is the lustful southerner. Sophia is from Sicily. There we go. Martin Devon. Didn't Data lie about the wormhole planets so they didn't destroy the Enterprise? Well, yes, but he was ordered to lie, so that's different. The Multi-Gunman. Captain Foley from Trekyards doesn't read books. He stares them down until he gets the information he wants. I wish. I'd like to have the time to read all these books. But, alas, I have not. He's only 5 years younger than I am. In what, Blanche? Dog years? If you spell Trekyards in Scrabble, you win forever. If you spell it backwards, I don't know what you get, but it's probably something strike. I don't know. I can't pronounce it. Favorite episode from Three's Company? I don't know the episode titles. That's from the 70s, though. I remember a lot of Three's Company. I don't remember enough to say my favorite. I know they replaced Chrissy at some point with some other lady. I used to watch the Jeffersons and stuff with my parents as well. Like, there was a lot of WKRP in Cincinnati. See, now we're getting into the 70s shit, though. So, I can't tell you my favorite episode of Three's Company. Ferris Bueller's Day Off, yes. Carlo says, didn't they try to use something other than cola leaves, but then had to go back to using it, obviously with the Coke taken out of the leaves first? I don't know. Michael Anderson, Back to the Future was also 1986, and that's one of my absolute favorite non-Trek films. So although I have a special place for 1984, 1986 is probably my favorite. Yeah. 1986, I think, had more movies that spoke to me specifically, because I would have been 12 in 86, so that's kind of where I was starting to realize that, I don't know, things were cool. Feed Me Seymour. The best years for the 80s films is 84 and 88. It has the most cult iconic franchises released in those years. Joseph, hi Stu. Never call me Stu or I'll break your legs if I ever meet you. What 1985 martial arts comedy cult film did Michael Schultz direct? I don't know. But no, don't call me Stu. Not cool. Martial arts comedy cult film. I honestly don't know. Xavier Gamer, 1984, Breakfast Club, favorite movie. The Multi-Gunman, Captain Foley breathes air 5 times a day. DGR Blue 4, well, better get back to work. Thanks for the distraction. Hope you feel better. Let's get the crew back together. Indeed, my friend. Shannon Murphy, the Detroit Tigers won the World Series in 1984. Brian Kesterson, wish they still used cane sugar in the OG Coke. It still does not taste like it did when I was a kid. Diet Coke, closest to original taste. Oh my God. Brian, I used to have like lots of respect for you. Diet Coke is awful. Tastes nothing like, oh my God. I'm just kidding. But no, Diet Coke is, no. Ugh. They have a cane sugar version of Coke that you can buy here. It's got like a green label. It tastes like shit. I really don't like it. But, oh, you're a lot older than me. No offense. So maybe that's why Coke probably tasted different. I just don't know that. So Skynet one, hip to be square. Do 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 do. He will listen to the news, obviously. The trial. Anyone remember They Call Me Bruce? Oh yes. The Wall. We don't need no education. Joe Torres. Name the movie this line comes from. I came to chew bubblegum and kick ass, and I'm all out of bubblegum. That is Rowdy Roddy Piper in Them. Eric Martin, The Wall, Comfortably Numb, kind of a theme song for my life. Airplane is a good one. Can't touch this. Do 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 do. Can't touch this. Do 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 do. Shannon Murphy. Good morning, Worm. Your Honor, the Crown will plainly show the prisoner who now stands before was convicted of showing feelings of a most human nature. This will not do. Who now stands before you? Showing feelings. I don't know, actually. SC Scout Guy. Stewart was are some 80s pop culture things that are unique to, what are some are unique to Canada? I don't know. I want to say Bob and Doug McKenzie. Like, take off to the great white north, take off. It's a beauty way to go, take off. But I think that might be 70s. That's SCTV, so I think that's late 70s. The answer was Perfect Strangers for the for not Family Ties, for Family Matters to be a spinoff of. Okay, did not know that. Shannon Murphy and caught red-handed, not convicted. Dummy I am. Skynet 1, Family Matters was a spin-off of Perfect Strangers. The what? Sarah Fraser's here. Hello, Sarah. Love you. It's good to see you. Shannon Murphy, should put myself on trial for messing that up. Harriet worked in the apartment building. Beetlejuice. Beetlejuice is a highly overrated movie. I do not like Beetlejuice. Mark, she was like an elevator operator or something. Okay, I'm getting confused now as to what the hell we're talking about. So, how about an ultimate trivia night, not limited to an era? Yeah, that'll probably happen. But I like to keep things specific. So, I kind of know what I'm getting into. 55 people here with 49 likes, guys. Hit that like button if you haven't, please. I would really appreciate it. Gavinville Smith, there's a lot of TV and movies from the 80s that would never be made in today's overly political correct environment. I fucking know it. And it pisses me off. Mark, maybe another building, but she was only in... Maybe another building, but she's only in it like maybe once or twice. Oh, okay, for the crossover. Gotcha. Dystopian Guy, 86 Voyage Home. Xavier Gamer, Three's company lasted until 1984. Shannon Murphy says, what was Nancy Reagan's favorite color? Hint, she wore it frequently. Would it be blue? I don't know if it was blue. I'm just guessing. The movie was Barry Gordy's The Last Dragon, featuring Talmach and Vanity. Big Trouble in Little China. I feel the same way about Stu, says Stuart. Yeah, man. There's only 3 people that can call me Stu and it sounds fine. My dad, my brother Sean, and the receptionist at my dentist's office. She says Stu and I'm like, oh, thank you. Anyone else calls me Stu and I just want to punch him in the face. Anton Smith, think fast. The Simpsons was a spin-off of what TV show? The Tracy Ullman Show. Not really spin-off. It was like started there as shorts and then became its own show. Eat my shorts, man. Carlo Albinez, class of 1984 with Michael J. Fox before he got the J. Yeah, because his name was Michael A. Fox, but there was another Michael A. Fox listed in the Screen Actors Guild, so I had to change it to J. So, may the wings of liberty never lose a feather. Eddie Murphy, The Golden Child, was great. Diet Coke is swill. Feed Me Seymour. Why 1984 was so great for cult films? 1. Star Trek 3, The Search for Spock. 2. Ghostbusters. 3. Karate Kid. 4. Gremlins. 5. Terminator 6. Dune. 7. 16 Candles. 8. Beverly Hills Cop. And 9. Police Academy. 10. Nightmare on Elm Street. 11. Footloose. 12. Indiana Jones. Temple of Doom. 13. Never Ending Story. 14. The Spinal Tap. This is Spinal Tap. 15. Romancing the Stone. Oh, Romancing the Stone is great. Revenge of the Nerds, and The Last Starfighter. It's a good list. It really is. So 84 for the win. Shannon Murphy, you got to look at the tall glass bottles made in Mexico. Now that is some good Coke. Planes, Trains, and Automobiles. Video killed the radio star on MTV. It was the first thing that MTV ever played. Video killed the radio star. You didn't think you could karaoke tonight, did you? They Live. Oh, for the Roddy Piper thing? Shit. Okay. Jedi Productions. What great Aussie movie came out in the 80s starring Mel Gibson? That would be Road Warrior. They Live. Yes. It's Joseph. Story about the Sioux stuff, Stuart. How about the movie this line is from? Hello, my name is Antonio Montaigne. You killed my father. Prepare to die. That is from The Princess Bride. Xavier Gamer, in The Last Starfighter, what is Robert Preston's role? Is Robert Preston the... Shit, I wanted to say he was Centauri, but I think it's probably... I'm trying to think who the fuck Robert Preston is. Is he... Greg? What the hell's his name? The co-pilot, dude. Shit. I just, nah. Anyway, Perny Person, what character did Paul Mccrain play in Robocop? Paul Mccrain, I don't know. Brian Keston, yep, Coke tasted different, and even the old World War II vets agreed with me that Coke, on the Coke issue, but most of them are gone now. I turned 60 this year, and yes, I am now old. LOL. You're not old. Favorite arcade game from the 80s? Holy shit. I don't know. Spy Hunter. I really love Spy Hunter. Dun 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 dun. Your car turns into like a boat. In Edmonton, we have a statue of Bob and Doug McKenzie on a bench. At least we have something going for us. Trekyards in Terminator 2 Judgment Day. What 3 items does the T-800 need from the man in the bar? I need your boots, your clothes, and your motorcycle. Dystopian Guy. Nothing But Trouble. Dan Aykroyd, Chevy Chase, John Candy, Demi Moore, and Tupac. You know, another good movie from the 80s? Spies Like Us. With Chevy Chase and Dan Aykroyd. Great movie. Doctor, doctor, doctor. Doctor, 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 doctor. Kevin Vale Smith. Oh my God. Just a clip for a show I forgot about in my childhood called Small Wonder, about a robot kid. So corny, but I remember I loved watching it. I used to watch Small Wonder as well. It took me forever to remember the name of that show. But yeah, I knew there was a show about a little girl that was a robot. But it's Small Wonder. That she's a small wonder. Hey, as I drop in on Truck People. Crocodile Dundee. AC Costello, $2. An easy question. Name the OG Dinobots and how they were made. You got Grimlock, you got Sludge, and you got... Was it Swoop? And then Slag and... the other one came later. It was those three originally, though, and they were digging like behind the ark, and they found dinosaur bones, and Teletran went and scanned them and made the Dinobots. Michael Anderson, is the stew thing because of questions like, hey Stu, what's new? No, it's just because I don't like stew. I like eating stew. That sounds really fucking disgusting, by the way. I like the food, stew. I don't know. I just don't like I don't like people shortening my name without permission. I don't know. I just don't like being called Stu or Stewie. Depends who's calling me Stewie and how they're saying it. Usually if it's a woman going, Stewie, then I'm happy. But Shannon Murphy, my favorite color is blue, but Nancy Reagan's favorite color was red. She wears a red dress in the White House portrait, and the Reagan China pattern has a red border. Favorite TV show was, as a kid, was V, says Gavinville Smith. V is a great show. Who stars in Less Than Zero? No idea. Joe Torres, I thought you said Drexler could. No, he doesn't call me Stu. He calls me Captain Stewie. That's different. He doesn't call me Captain Foley. He calls me Captain Stewie, and that's fine. It's not Stu. He calls me Stewie, which is different. Xavier Gamer, what would a very cool individual from the 1983 drive? A 1979 Camaro? No, cool individual from 1983. Are you going for something specific here? An IROC Camaro, I guess. And IROC, by the way, stands for International Race of Champions. I don't know if you guys know that, but Raiders of the Lost Ark. Pony Person, if I did a British accent, would I be allowed or crucified for calling you Stu? You would be killed on the spot. Eric Martin, remember the line, I have a trig midterm tomorrow, and I'm being chased by a Guido, the killer pimp. Yeah, that's from Terminator, I think. I don't know what that's from. Shit, that's so familiar. 1983, it would be a 69 Chevelle or similar, or a 911 Carrera. Or, well, a lot of cool things existed, like a Lamborghini Countach. Hezraz, Max came out in the 79, but I see it as an 80s movie. Quiet! Quiet! Yeah, sorry. Shannon Murphy, what year was the infamous video game crash, the massive recession in video games that nearly killed the industry? I'm going to say 83. Jedi Productions, hey Kat, give us the best tagline from a movie in the 1980s with your best Terminator accent. Does that mean you want a Terminator one? Like, you're hinting at that? There's so many good taglines. I don't know. I also don't do a good Terminator accent, so. Stuart Ford, Grieg, and 10,000 little Grieglets. That's it, Grieg. Thank you. Jeeps too. The beach people were into Jeeps. Feed Me Seymour. When MTV first came on to the UK, its first song was Money for Nothing by Dire Straits. I actually watched it. I was there for that channel's launch. Shame it got overrun by reality shows. Exactly. Xavier Gamer, if we were back in 1980s, what musician clothing would you rather wear? Duran Duran, Adam Ant, or Michael Jackson? Go with Duran Duran. Ian says, who plays Buckaroo Banzai in the only feature film of that character? What the hell's the actor's name? Like I said, I've never seen Buckaroo Banzai, but I do know the actor. I can picture him in my head, but I have no idea what the fuck his name is right offhand. So I don't know. Hezraz, people always forget that Mel Gibson grew up in Australia and started speaking as an Aussie accent as a kid because at school he got made fun of for his American accent. Spies Like Us with Bob Hope. Yes. So I see Mad Max 1 and 2 as both 80s movies. P.B. Herman. Stu is too familiar from strangers. Yeah, but even people I've known forever don't call me Stu because I just don't like the way it sounds. Matt Boardman. I'm here. Unexpected Zoom work meeting that started just as I was about to jump on. Matt, I'm glad you're here. Welcome. You've missed a really good one so far. But hopefully you can contribute now. And really, is work more important? This is work. You work here. You're one of the moderators. You should have been like, guys, I gotta go to my other job. Trekyards. Fucking hair. I should not have had a shower before this. Look at my hair, man. I need a haircut. It's too floofy. Who Framed Roger Rabbit? Risky Business. Carlos says, so much violence from a Canadian. I think we have them all wrong. Oh, you do. Don't piss off a Canadian. What name did Leslie Nielsen not want to be called in Airplane? Shirley. Surely you know the answer to that. Clever Gamer. Where did the 1980s line, where's the beef, come from? Came from I believe it was Burger King commercial, where this little lady, where's the beef? There's a bunch of commercials with her. Hezraz, my uncle's name is Stuart, and I've never once thought to call him Stu. I'm pretty sure he would tell me to F off if I called him that. Well, give it a try and see what he does. Matt Boardman, ha ha ha, that made my kids say they were sorry too. Eric Martin, $5. What movie is this from? There's something down there. Something not us. What? 2010? The year we make contact? That's my guess. Eric, let me know if I'm right so I can have a drink if I got it wrong. Shannon Murphy, in Christine, what do Dennis and Lee use to attack the titular car in the finale? Like a big bulldozer, not a bulldozer, but like a bulldozer. Like, think of the bucket on the front. Pony person, understandable. Only my niece is allowed to call me Bob. Anyone else is gutted on the spot, so I understand. Michael Anderson, Terminator voice. Where are we going? Where we're going, we don't need roads. Where we're going, we don't need roads. Hezraz, Christine was a good movie. Watched it a lot with my dad and siblings growing up. He is a car guy. Gavin Vale Smith says, my least favorite video game of the 80s has to be AT, the extraterrestrial from Atari. Yeah, that game was rushed into service. If you haven't watched, there's a documentary on that on Netflix. I don't know if it's specifically on the ET one, but I think there's a show called High Score, which I think it might be in, but it talks about video games, and they talk about how that was rushed into production. So it had to be out by Christmas time, and they only had like a few months. One guy made it. Anyway, Peter Robocop Weller. You know the bit where Christine hides in the pile of boxes and ambushes Lee? That jump scare actually got me. Donnie Pearson is here. Hello, Donnie. How's it going? Welcome aboard. I'll have a car like that in my possession, probably one in a barn somewhere waiting to be discovered. Time to make donuts. I want donuts. Send me donuts, Adam. Hezraz, have you seen our national sport? LOL. Official summer region sport, lacrosse. Official winter national sport, hockey. Very violent. Yeah. Welcome to Canada, bitches. Hey man, just want to drop in and say hi. Gotta run. See you later. Brian Kesterson, yes, never piss on a Canadian. They are the only country that won the War of 1812 in North America, and they kicked ass in World War II. Check out the history if you don't believe me. Yeah, Canada is the only country in the world who have never lost a war. The Abyss. Abyss is great. Eric Martin, 2010 was good and very underrated, but that line was from The Abyss. Oh, okay. There you go. Yeah, and 2010 is severely overrated or underrated. I mean, it is a much better movie than people give it credit for. So, Matt Boardman, $5. What movie is this line from? Hands Bubby, I'm your white knight. Hands Bubby, I'm your white knight. I have no idea, Matt. I'm going to have a drink for that. Oh, and Matt, did you notice the shirt? You wanted to see it? There it is. America. Nothing on the back, though. But Matt, I don't know what movie that's from. Xavier Gamer, Where's the Beef is a Wendy's commercial, but they attack Burger King with the old lady unable to find the beef. The commercial was Canadian. Okay, so Burger King was involved. Hello, Stu. I'm okay. Thank you. Yourself? Donnie. You just called me Stu. Did you do that on purpose? Because we were just talking about that? Don't call me Stu. Oh my god. I don't like Stu. Donuts for All. Yes. What was the name of ABBA's final studio album released in the early I don't know. I'm not a music guy. Adam Juneman, Time to Make the Donuts was from the Dunkin' Donuts commercial. Oh, I thought you were gonna go make donuts for yourself. Hi, Berman. Yes, I love the shirt. Hell yeah, you do. Captain Foley in his house. Hands Bubby, I'm your white knight. That's Die Hard. Okay. Kevin Vale Smith just watched Outbreak the other month and thought COVID the whole time. Do you remember the Charlie Sheen movie Wraith about a guy back from the dead with an awesome car? Yes, that was a prototype car. It was a Dodge called the Wraith. I do remember that one. A few good race scenes in that. It's a race scene with a second gen Trans Am, which is close enough to my Camaro. It's a yellow one in the movie. So yeah, if you haven't checked that out, check that out. It's worth it. Good call on that one. A lot of people forget about that. You missed the Abyss question. You owe me a drink. Yes, sir, Eric. I do, sir. Xavier Gamer, love the shirt. Thank you. Pony Person, wrong flag, dumbass. Captain Sir, please don't send me to the brig. I mean, wrong flag. Captain Shannon Murphy, The Visitors was the album. Okay. Die Hard. Matt Berman, Stew is what you call a leper in a bathtub. Oh my god, that's awful. That's really bad. What do you call a guy with no arms, no legs, hangs on a wall? Art. What do you call a guy with no arms, no legs, lays on the floor? Matt. What do you call a guy with no arms, no legs on the ground beside a pile of dirt? Doug. Oh, the no arms, no legs jokes are freaking hilarious. Also the baby jokes, the dead baby jokes, but we won't get into those. That's gross, Matt. That's really gross. Oh, Shannon Murphy. The next stew out of anyone's mouth, that person goes to the brig. No, I'll just ban them from the channel. Some Americans claim they won the War of 1812, but Canada wouldn't exist if they did so. Exactly. We burned your fucking White House down, so suck it. No mere trivial pursuit. Feed Me Seymour. Die Hard actually started off with a sequel to Sinatra's film The Detective. Frank was too old to reprise the role. The studio gave the script to Arnie to adapt into Commando 2. He passed. Rest is history. Yes, Frank Sinatra was supposed to be in it, and you're right, it was supposed to be a sequel. Mark says the captain's reaction to that name is like, nobody calls me chicken. Not quite. I'm not quite that bad. But yeah, that's kind of funny. I never thought about that. Carlo, question. Do you have a mott for your cars in Canada to make sure your car is safe and legal to drive? Oh, Ministry of Transportation. Yes, of course we do. Donnie Pearson. Ah, yes, 1812, the same year that the Battle of Borodino between France and Russia. Tchaikovsky's 1812 overture was based on a true event. Michael Anderson. What's wrong, dude? You yeller? Shannon Murphy. The War of 1812 was actually the War of 1812 through 1814 and a little bit of 1815. It should be a Klingon banner, shouldn't it? No, it shouldn't be. Donnie Pearson. I wish The Detective would have been remade as the Die Hard prequel. Brian Kesterson. The war was over then, and Jackson and the British commander did not know that at the time, so no dice. Brian will know, Shannon, because Brian is a professor, I believe, of history. I don't know what to... But I got some of his books. They're just right over there. I got your Brian. Brian, I got your books. They're in my bookcase. They're right over there. Over there. Over there. I don't know. I'm feeling silly. Sorry. People think of American Independence Day more of the Battle of Borno when they hear it. Okay. Street Hawks, 1980s motorbike version of Knight Rider, was a very short-lived series, like the series Manimal. Oh, you remember Manimal? Thank you. Story of a crime fighter turns into animals. Watch the 80s TV shows like the... Thank you. For the love of God, I've mentioned Manimal to a few people, and they're like, Dude, the dude could turn into a snake. He could turn into either a wolf or a leopard and an eagle. I can picture the guy's face, the actor, and the morphine sequence. Thank you, for the love of God. Manimal. Every time I mention Manimal to anybody, they're like, huh? What? Thank you. I'm not fucking crazy. Well, I mean, I am, but... Xavier Gamer, what is the famous line from Risky Business when Tom Cruise drives his father's fast car and looks at the camera? Don't know. I don't know if I think I've seen Risky Business, to be honest. Adam Juneman, I believe Robot Wars was the movie. Should have been an 80s movie. Didn't belong in the 90s. Feed Me Seymour, The Detective is a novel by Thorpe. The sequel of that novel is Nothing Lasts Forever, which became the script for Die Hard. I have the novel. It's a good read. John McClane was called Peter Leyland. SC Scout Guy, Canada took part in the charge of the Light Brigade in the Crimean War, and the entire Commonwealth lost that one pretty badly. Who cares? Let's stop talking about the fucking War of 1812. We're talking about 80s pop stuff now. Bit. Shannon Murphy, what kind of reactor was Reactor 4? The one that infamously exploded at Chernobyl. That's not pop culture. And I don't know specifically what kind of reactor it was. Well, it was nuclear, if that's what you mean. Nuclear reactor. Is that what you meant? If that's what you meant, that's just simple. Donnie Pearson, speaking of United, Gene Hackman was the voice of United between 1987 and 1996. United Airlines from the ground up, rededicated to giving you service you deserve. Come fly the friendly skies. Pony Person, when I think of the name Stewart, I think of maniacal baby genius. Don't know why that is. I also hate when people spell my names like that. Stewart. That's not how you spell Stewart, my friend. Gavinville Smith, he turned into a dolphin and panther as well. The panther, that's the one I was thinking of. And the dolphin? I don't remember the dolphin. Matt Boardman, $5. What was the name of the kids' game show on Nickelodeon, hosted by Mark Summers, which required kids to slop through an obstacle course at the end? Don't know. Don't know. I'll take a drink because you got me with that one. Although after I hear it, I'm probably going to kick myself. Pony Person, what happened to the main character in the cartoon Turbo Teen? He turned into a car. think it was an IROC Camaro, red one, or it was a Trans Am, one or the other. But yeah, he turned into a car. In Aliens, when Ripley reacts badly to the presence of an android on board the Sulaco, what kind of bread does she throw off the table? I don't fucking know. Cornbread. I'm gonna kill my kid. I've heard of Manimal, but never knew anything about it, says Mark. Shannon Murphy. It was an RBMK reactor, which was notorious for their cheapness and safety flaws. Well, there you go. Die Hard 2 was adopted from novel 88 Minutes. Die Hard 3 came as an unused script idea from Simon Says. Die Hard 4 was made off the back of a Wired article. Die Hard 5, the only movie to have its own script. Dragon Tech Gaming, Captain, you sexy, sexy man. Aw, thank you. Fasturian, whatever, sorry, I can't pronounce your name. What was the name of the TV series where Courtney Cox played a teenager with telekinesis and whose mother claimed her father was an alien? I have no idea. Fun fact, Courtney Cox was in the Masters of the Universe movie with Dolph Lundgren. Also Tom Paris as well from Voyager. I don't know though. Favorite gamer Porsche, there is no substitute. Is that Turbo Teen? Double Dare was the movie, or the kids show. Thank you, Matt. I didn't know that. War Games, because I almost think that is how a nuclear war would start, by accident. Almost did start by accident once or twice. Tony Pearson, I love Nickelodeon's Double Dare, even its kick-butt theme tune and score by the legendary Ed Kaloff. Either that show or CBS, The Price is Right, introduced me to him. Oh my God. I'm getting old, my peeps. My sciatica is really kicking my ass today. Whew. Brian Kesterson, top 20, 1980, still makes me cringe. Cabbage Patch Kids, oh the humanity. Right? Gavin Vale Smith, my Saturday mornings as a child made up of G1, Transformers, and Robotech back to back. Even now, 45 years old, I still binge both of them. It's true. Shannon Murphy says cornbread drink. I said cornbread. I said I don't know, and then I said no, it's cornbread. So I'm not drinking. Plus, you didn't super chat. I don't think you guys get the point. See, there's a super chat. There's a pinned comment at the top. Super chat any question. If I get it wrong, I have to drink. I'll still answer everybody's questions because that's fun. But I'm not going to drink for every question unless it's a super chat. So, Pony Person. I think it was a Firebird with T-top roof. Not sure about it. Wasn't DD filmed in Canada? What's DD? Eric Martin, $2. What movie is this from? Oh, Captain, My Captain. That is from Dead Poets Society. Shannon Murphy. Hello, Peanut. Who's a good boy? Squee. Who's a good boy? Who's a good boy? Feed Me Seymour. Out of This World. But that wasn't Courtney Cox. Star Child. Mark says, guess she doesn't like the cornbread either. Okay, yeah. Misfits of Science. Michael Anderson. Stuart, you mentioned Tom Paris in Masters Universe. You forgot Principal Skinner in Back to the Future was also in the film. Yes, he was the detective. But yeah. Feed Me Seymour. Would you like to swing on a star? Carry Moonbeams home in a jar. Yes, yes. What's the tune for that? Carry Moonbeams. Yes, what the hell is that? Oh my God, that's bugging me now. Mr. Pete's channel needs 900 stubbies still? I think Double Dare was filmed in Kazakhstan, probably. Shannon Murphy, oh, I didn't hear you. Donnie Pearson pronounced call off, I believe. Oh, okay. Dog in the corner. Yeah. Well, she's actually just right here. This is a mirror, so.
Hello, Peggy.
So, see my hand teleported to the other room. Paul says, I just watched Blue Thunder. Forgot how great that was. Yes, I just seen a thing on Facebook like 2 days ago for Blue Thunder that I shared. Follow my leader. Shannon Murphy, I am a misser. Captain Planet and the Planeteers. Shannon Murphy says, I see a dog. I praise it. I give it compliments. All I can think of when I watch Masters of the Universe is the Man-at-Arms is a goofy general on the show Major Dad. That's such a disappointing movie. I thought Oh My Captain was from Horatio Hornblower. I'm sure it is, but it was also in Dead Poets Society. Ever seen the German version of the Mega Man intro? It slaps. I don't think I have. Madonna's first MTV song. Like a Virgin? It's a guess. But it's a guess that I'm going with. So. Brian Cashison, give Cat money, make him drink, get him drunk. This is how this is done. LOL, your super chats are appreciated. Where else can you get this much fun? Oh, everywhere. Everywhere. Donnie Pearson, I love that tune that was later used in the theme tune for Out of This World. Shannon Murphy, Trekyards. According to Ghostbusters, if someone asks you if you're a god, what do you say? Yes. If someone asks you if you're a god, you say yes. Adam Juneman, Weird Science, and Bill and Ted's Excellent Adventures. Matt Boardman, $5. What movie is this from? What happened to Buzzsaw? He had to split. Oh, that was from Running Man. The Running Man, it's a good movie. I haven't seen that one in forever either, Matt. Gavin Vale Smith, if you ever got a chance to watch the Japanese version of Sailor Moon, it was edited for Canada and Australia because it was classified as soft porn. Yeah, it's actually, fun fact, in Japan, Sailor Moon is actually made for teenage boys, not for little girls. So, Feed Me Seymour, would you like to swing on a star? Was from the TV show Out of This World. Daughter had telekinesis and father was an alien. She could stop time. Yes! I completely forgot about that. I just wish I knew the theme, like the tune for it, though. Would you like to? I can't pull it up. I can't get it. Shannon Murphy. They made a Horatio Hornblower TV series. I had a crush on Major Cotard. That's the other thing. There's a time travel show called it's The Voyagers. Might be wrong about that. Phineas Bogg, I think is the guy's name, and he's got a kid with him. They got a little like compass thing that's like a time travel device. Was it The Voyagers? What the hell was that? Everybody go subscribe to Mr. Pete's channel because he needs 900 subbies so he can change his name. Yes, Running Man, I love that movie. Pony Person, wish I had money to give here, but I don't. And if anyone asks, yes, I am a god. Shannon Murphy, in which 80s film do a group of teenagers use guerrilla warfare against the Soviet Union of the United States? In the United States. That is Red Dawn, I believe. Yes, Red Dawn. Area 51. The 80s did have the best stuff, didn't it? Oh, hell, yeah, it did. S.C. Scout Guy, I always enjoyed the Meatballs movies and the Ernest movies in the 80s. Hezraz, $7. Thank you so much. What was Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles called in the United Kingdom because it was deemed too violent? It was the Teenage Mutant Hero Turtles. Ninja wasn't allowed in the UK. So yes, Teenage Mutant Hero Turtles. Redneck Trekker, not pop culture, but how did you guys react to Reagan getting shot in 1981? Just curious if you remember. Also, who shot JR? I don't remember. Reagan getting shot. Like, I've seen the footage since, obviously, but I was too young at the time. And who shot JR? I don't even know who shot JR. Zool. In case of music, I somehow never got past the 70th. Lucky Star or Borderline? Borderline's great. I don't know if it was. I want to say Lucky Star, actually, for Madonna's first. Adam Juneman, Ferris Bueller's Day Off. Bueller. Swinging on a Star, Hudson Hawk. Hudson Hawk, there's a great one. Yeah, Hudson Hawk. Oh, The Adventures of The Adventures of Fort Farlane is great too, with Andrew Dice Clay. No, but Adventures of Remo Williams. Anybody remember that one? I think that's what it was called. It was Voyagers, and it had Jonathan Frakes in it. See? There you go. Ninja is too violent. Gosh, those Brits are some real softies. Lucky Star is right. No one shot JR. It was a dream. Okay. Fosterian Ichildentir. I probably said that totally wrong, and I apologize. $5. Who played the alien con man who recruited Alex Rogan to defend the frontier against Zura and the Kodan Armada? Who played him? I don't know the actor's name. You hear this? But his name in the movie was Centauri. Puggins. Wake up. Puggins. He's snoring. Puggins. Yeah, there you go. Move. Okay, go. Goddamn. So I don't know the actor that played him. Sorry. I'll take a drink for that one because I do not know the name. Almost all gone, actually. It's gone. Got another one. Should I need it? Haven't had to take a shot yet, though. I thought you probably knew that, but I tried. There is a video on YouTube of the British TMNT intro. It's so strange. Speaking of intros, Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles was a great one for the cartoon. Thundercats, fucking epic. So many great theme songs back then. Intros. What a great flick. I know that if it were a similar scenario, I'd do what those kids did, but better dead than red. Oh, damn. Paul, in which pop music movie did Franz Joseph Pesci play the drug dealer Mr. Big? No idea. Pony Person. In Germany, they also were called Teenage Mutant Hero Turtles. Area 51. Had to leave for a second. Needed to watch the Out of This World theme on YouTube. Takes me back. I love these 80's live streams. I know, I do too. Out of This World, eh? I'll have to check that out because I want to hear it again. Pony Person. And had a great intro song. The A-Team. The sleeping baby is sawing a log. Puppy snoring is hilarious. Is it though? It's great until you're like recording a video. I don't mind on the lives so much, but Buzzsaw appears to be sleeping in the chair over there. Robert Preston, that's his name. Thank you. Yeah, the dog's asleep. Mark, my brother said that they had made shirts that said I shot JR and all the kids had them. Feed me Seymour. Good job, your dog was snoring as I thought I was passing wind. I thought you were passing wind, but not realized we can hear it. Gavin Vale Smith. Remember watching Space Shuttle Challenger launch on the TV with my parents eating breakfast and spitting my rice bubbles out when it blew up. Mysterious Cities of Gold was a good cartoon as well. I don't remember Mysterious Cities of Gold. What Sleeping Dogs Lie Cat. Donnie Pearson. Also, one of the things about the 1980s was the time NBC commissioned legendary film score producer John Williams to compose the theme music passage for the news programs called The Mission. Robert Peston was great as the con man and played a very similar role in the classic musical Music Man. Thundercats is so awesome. I love that theme song. Hell yeah, man. Feel the magic, hear the roar. Thundercats are loose. I probably got that wrong. That's probably like the wrong verse, but. And Gummy Bears. Magic and mystery are part of their history, along with the secret of gummy berry juice. The legend is growing, they take pride in knowing they'll fight for what's right in whatever they do. Gummy bears, bouncing here and there and everywhere. High adventure that's beyond compare. They are the gummy bears. Yeah. I just embarrassed myself, but that's okay. The pop music movie was Moonwalker. The entire Voyagers series is on YouTube. Oh, is it? That's awesome. Donnie Pearson. Well, that was back in 1985, the year before NBC changed the logo from the proud N to the six-feather rainbow peacock logo, which itself was a few months before my birth. Gavin Vale Smith, Tiger Shark cartoon was good intro as well. Don't remember that one. Pony Person, somehow we Germans got into songs relatively right. Even though we had to translate everything. Donnie Pearson, several cuts from The Mission is currently heard on NBC Nightly News and Meet the Press, as well as when there's a breaking news. Is that the Muppet movies? Oops, I mean theme music package. Silly typo. Hezraz, it is funny that in Germany and the UK, the word ninja is seen as too violent, considering Euro TV around the same time. LOL. Pure nakedness on shampoo commercials, 20 years ahead of the US media. Yeah. In the 1979 film Meatballs, which actors also played an X-rated film adult? No idea, Bill. Goob 76896. Here's one for you. Tales of the Gold Monkey ran for only one season. Sounds familiar, but I don't remember it. Shannon Murphy. My grandmother worked for NASA as a purchasing agent when Challenger went up. She had to wear a coat in Florida. It was so cold. Gavin Vale Smith. Why do I get the feeling my whole weekend now is going to be binging 80's cartoons? Mission accomplished. Yeah. Just the intros. There's like compilation videos of 80's cartoon intros that are like an hour long because they just like back to back to back to back to back to back. Most of them I know, a lot of them I don't, but popular 80's Broadway musicals. Pony Person, now I have to introduce my niece to Gummy Bears. Yes, you do. Wow, flashback with that theme tune. Talking about 80s stuff, were you ever a fan of Knight Rider? A YouTuber actually purchased the real Knight Rider semi-cab and plans to restore it. I was a huge Knight Rider fan. Absolutely. Absolutely. Also, Dukes of Hazzard. But I think Dukes of Hazzard, I think that was probably 80s. It was 80s. I thought it might have started in the 70s, but Dukes of Hazzard was another thing that I watched a lot. Don't get me started on the flag bullshit on the car. I think that's so stupid, but whatever. Captain Shannon Murphy. What famous Broadway musical has been showing at the Majestic Theater since 1986? Phantom of the Opera? I don't know. Super Coops. As a Brit, I have to defend the Turtles name in the 90s. The animated series was Hero Turtles, but the movie was Ninja Turtles. Don't know why the name was changed, but for us, but we don't ask for it or need it. Attack of the Killer Tomatoes. Pony person. Well, naked bodies are at least intact. In the U.S., if you are shielded from the human form, but mangled dead people are all right or something. Christine is greater than Kit. That'd be a good showdown, actually. Can you stop? Pug. Puggins. No, come here. Yeah, I love you. You gotta move. You're snoring. Actually, Kit versus Christine would be a great showdown. Goob says the star of Tales of the Golden Monkey was Stephen Collins, Decker from the motion picture. Problem Child. Phantom, correct. I'm a huge Phantom of the Opera fan. I saw that at the Pantages Theatre in Toronto twice. I saw it again a few years later when I came back to the Pantages Theatre. I've seen that production a few times. I even had the $600 jacket, which I still have downstairs. It's like a Letterman jacket. It's got the Phantom mask here and it says Phantom of the Opera on the back. I was a huge Phantom fanatic. Hezraz, just making an observation, not criticizing. I heard of Italian TV. I am Canadian. Christine would destroy Kit with her beauty alone. Oh, fuck. Bill. Christine DeBall played the camp counselor AL in Meatballs. She also played Alice in the adult film Alice in Wonderland. Ooh. Just poke the puggy awake. Car. Paul says, which movie is this line from? It's what they call tears. It's a sign of weakness. Don't know. Which Disney movie came out in 1989, kicking off the Disney Renaissance? I want to say Beauty and the Beast. Eric Martin. From what movie? Mister, if you don't shut up, I'm going to kick 100% of your ass. I also don't know that one. Kevin Vale Smith. Naked people can be shown on Australian TV after 8 p.m., etc. An erect penis is illegal to be shown. Weird fucking laws, I'm telling you. 1980s scariest venereal disease. Phantom is phenomenal. Super Dave Osborne on what late night Showtime show? Also, do you remember the TV show The Master? Super Dave Osborne was on a show called Bizarre here in Canada, which was hosted by John Biner. I think was his name. I love Bizarre. And do I remember the TV show called The Master? No. Brian Kesterson. I kept thinking Gargoyles was a late 80s cartoon, but checked and it was 94 with Frakes and Cerdas versing two of the characters. Yes, and Data, Brent, come here. Hey, come here. There we go. Brent Spiner also voiced a character on that called Pym, I think. It was a magician. So there's a few Star Trek alumni on Gargoyles. Fosturian says, which actress was cuter? The one who played Klinger's wife on MASH or the one who played Orion's wife on the same person? So, and I can't stand her, so neither one are cute. Hezraz, I always say the 1980s was a result of everyone coming off the drugs in the 70s. Oh, the answer was The Little Mermaid, not Beauty and the Beast. Phantom swept me off my feet when I saw it live 2 years ago. You just got to see it in person to appreciate it. Yes, I have the original soundtrack with Michael Crawford and Sarah Brightman, which is great. I also have the Canadian version. I've got the Blu-ray downstairs. I've got the movie with dude from Sparta, 300. I can't think of his name right now. So yeah, I've got a bunch of Phantom books back there. I'm a huge fanatic, as they call them. So In the iconic song "We Are the World," named at 4 famous musicians. We are the world. We are the people. We are the ones. I don't fucking know. I can't name. I'm not, like I said, I'm not good with musicians. So, come on, let the buggy sleep. Yeah, but Super Dave was a master daredevil. Yes. Hellraiser was a great 80s horror show movie. Yes. It's what they call tears. It's a sign of weakness, is Ming from Flash Gordon. Oh, okay. 72 likes with 42 people watching. That's great, guys. That's great. Hezrez, I used to watch Super Dave comedy and Daredevil mashup. Heck yeah. Pony Person, trying to think of games in the 80s, but I can't come up with anything. Dreamer out there, Avery Brooks, Michael Dorn, Marina Sturgis, Jonathan Frakes, Brent Spiner, Kate Mulgrew, and LeVar Burton all did voices on Gargoyles. Yeah, I knew there was a bunch. So, John Vetromil. He'll save every F1. Sorry, I thought I heard something. Adam Juman, Pet Cemetery, Puppet Master, Jaws 3, Jaws the Revenge. The Blind Guy. Best Don Bluth film. The name is very familiar, but I cannot for the life of me picture who the hell Don Bluth is. Hezraz, just name a bunch of 80s singers and I'm sure you'll get a couple. Anyway, Paul, I've got your puggy snoring and my puggy snoring here too. Puggy snoring in stereo. Wow, Precious snores worse than me. Well, according to my wife, I've never heard myself snore, so I think she was less than honest. Yeah, I said the same thing, and then Sylvia thought it would be a great idea to record me snoring when I was on the couch one day. Absolutely fucking hate that video, because, yeah, I'm snoring. I never thought I snored, and it's like, you're lying there in bed, you're trying to go to sleep. You're totally conscious of what the fuck's happening. All of a sudden you get an elbow. Just roll over, stop snoring. You're like, I'm fucking awake. I'm not snoring. I'd hear myself snore. No, you don't. Dreamer out there, Hero Quest, best 80s board game ever. Shannon Murphy, gotta head to bed. Hours of driving await me tomorrow. Night all. Good night, Shannon Murphy. Good to see you. Thank you for joining. Kevinville Smith, The Phantom was another good 80s horror. The Phantasm, sorry. All Dogs Go to Heaven. Does anyone else remember The Powers of Matthew Starr? No, I don't. Do you remember SCTV and the 3D feature Dr. Tongue's House of Pancakes? No, I don't remember what you're talking about. Pony Person, name of the main character of The Secret of Nim. No idea. Adam Junman, The Dark Crystal. Goob says, Don Bluth did American Tail, Secret of Nim, The Land Before Time. All Dogs Go to Heaven, to name a few. Donnie Pearson, I was going to say Donnie Person, because I got Pony Person, Donnie Pearson. Here's my trivia with a twist. The answer is, half a decade after its first revival got canned by NBC, the current revival of this game show debuted with the late Alex Trebek as host. Jeopardy? What is Jeopardy? Hezraz, I like All Dogs Go to Heaven. Apparently it is labeled as disturbing nowadays for kids. Haven't seen it in years, though. I don't think I've ever seen it, honestly. T. Louise Allen, Phantasma is the one that gave me nightmares. Hezraz, The Never-Ending Story. I love the dragon dog thing. Falcor? Falcor is the dragon dog thing. For fuck... Puggins! Stop it snoring. Feed Me Seymour. The reason the Turtles was changed from ninja to hero in the UK was because of Karate Kid. The film got kids into buying karate weapons, and youth crime rises. So the BBFC put out the broadcasting block. Yeah, also nunchucks are illegal in the UK. So any scenes with Mikey using his nunchucks were removed, as far as I know. That's one of the best parts of that movie, though. Oh, a fellow chucker, eh? And he starts spinning with the chain on his finger. Yeah. T. Louise Island, what year did MTV start? 1982. Probably wrong. All dogs go to heaven. All dogs go to live on a farm in the country. That's what my mom told me. Yes, across the Rainbow Bridge. Every time I hear that poem, The Rainbow Bridge, I cry. I care about animals more than I care about people, I think. Matt Boardman, $10. What was the name of the sci-fi TV show set in a dystopian future where man and machines fought and machines won? There were interactive toys you could use to play along, and it was made by Hasbro. It'd be Captain Power. And the world, I don't know what the rest, what the name of the episode or the show was. It was Captain Power and something. The World of Tomorrow? No, it wouldn't be the World of Tomorrow. It's Captain Power. Yeah. I don't know if I got that right enough to be not have a drink, but Brian Cash on Cap. I think Olivia will take that snoring pug off your hands. She's fucking sleeping and snoring, but her eyes are open. It's one of the weird things about dogs. Oh, MTV got started in '84. Okay. Donnie Pearson, oh, the memories. The 1990s live-action movie adaptation introduced me to the Ninja Turtles. Matt Boardman, I was always very proud of my switchblade and butterfly combs. Paul says, I'm the one that didn't understand Dune the first time I watched it. I had to read the books to understand it. I watched Dune a number of times and didn't really understand it. I thought it was boring. Just rewatched it not that long ago, like literally 2 months ago with Sylvia. And I was like, yeah, it's pretty good. And the only reason I rewatched it is because there's a pug in that movie. There's a pug. And there's a Patrick Stewart is holding the pug in one of the battle scenes. It's like holding this little pug. And I'm like, I need to watch that movie because I saw a picture of Patrick Stewart holding a pug. There's a pug in that movie. I need to watch it. You see the pug like 2 or 3 times. I love it. So, yes, Captain Power and the Soldiers of the Future. I'll take a drink for that because I did get it wrong. I said Captain Power and the World of Tomorrow. But I knew it was Captain Power, but I'll have a drink, Matt. Pony Person. Just remember all the inappropriate movies I watched as a kid. Secret of Nim, Watership Down, Feel It Eye, Fritz the Cats, and the like. Dang it, I forgot the tag. Oh, sorry, it was Mattel. Redneck Trekker, Falcor, not to be confused with the Australian band Falco, who did the classic Rock Me Amadeus. Rock Me Amadeus. Amadeus, rock me Amadeus, Amadeus. Oh, 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 Amadeus. Come and rock me Amadeus. Probably got some of that wrong, but that's okay. Donnie Pearson, this year marks MTV's 40th anniversary. Ooh. Fasturian, what was the name of the sci-fi movie inspired by the Seven Samurai that starred the actor who played John Boy in The Waltons? Seven Samurai. Wasn't that what inspired George Lucas to do Star Wars? I don't know what you mean specifically. Let me know. Carlo, I sometimes sleep with my eyes open. Am I a dog? Oh my god, I have a tail. Oh wait, a tail around the back. Never mind. Oh my god, that's awful. Yeah, I'm pregnant. I've been pregnant for years. Giving birth to a baby elephant. Trunk's been hanging out for years. Hezraz, MTV didn't come to Canada until 2001. It was all about Much Music here. Ah yes, Much Music. Paul, I think I may watch Dune again then before I watch the reboot. Yeah, I would say do that because, yeah, do that. Tony Pearson, let me rephrase. This year marks the 40th anniversary of the original MTV in the States. There you go. William Buckby, you are looking good, Captain. Thank you very much, William. I'm sure you are looking good as well. Good to see you. Battle Beyond the Stars. Ah, yes. Battle Beyond the Stars. Star Wars ripoff. My apologies, it was 81. I said 82, I believe. So, Pug. Kick the chair. Okay? Yeah. Hi. Maybe if I say the word treat. Treat. Oh, there we go. That moved her. How are you? Much music started here in 1984. Coming up on the 2-hour mark, which is great. Missing a few regulars from the chat. Very much missing Planty, but oh well. One more like to 80. Please hit the like if you can give a super chat. Please do say so. Thank you. Yes, Brian is right. By all means, hit that like button. Let's get up to 80 likes. It says I need 2 more likes to get to 80. So if you can do that, I really appreciate it. It'd be great. Goob says, what Indiana Jones and the Last Crusade actor was in Stand By Me? I don't know. Fusturian, Battle Beyond the Stars. It also had Robert Vaughn, who was in the Western version of The Seventh Samurai, and George Papard from A-Team, of course. Yes, I love it when a plan comes together. Hannibal. Chris Tenorino, I wanted and deleted seeing Scotty to beam out to the Space Station Challenger during the space show. Oh, you wanted Scotty to beam them up during the disaster. Gotcha. And yes, we hit our like goal. Thank you guys. If you haven't hit like though, please hit that like button. I'd appreciate it. Captain in the Game Master cartoon. What? River Phoenix. River Phoenix was in... River Phoenix was in The Last Crusade? Oh yeah, of course he was. He played a young Indiana Jones. Sorry, I thought you meant Temple of Doom for some reason. I'm thinking, I was going to say Short Round, but then I'm like, wait, no, he wasn't in. Anyway, my brain's fried. River Phoenix, Will Wheaton was also in Stand By Me. Hell yes, he was. That shirt makes you look fit. Yeah, because I'm a fighter pilot. That's right. That's Captain Foley. Yeah. Thank you. Shirt, I mean, I'm not, but the shirt makes me look fit. Yeah. Thank you. I appreciate that. As was Jerry O'Connell, yes? My introduction to both Patrick Stewart and Will Wheaton was also my initial introduction to Star Trek Universe Season 3 of Next Generation. Awesome, Johnny. Well, guys, I'm going to call it before the 2-hour mark here. Thank you guys for watching. I really appreciate it. We'll do this again. I think I might do another 80s next week. Matt, make sure you're on time. But I think I'll do another 80s next week because this was really a lot of fun. And I might include 70s and 90s as well because like 70s had a lot of good stuff as well. So we'll see what next week brings, but I wanted to keep doing these Friday trivia things. I'm not sure if I can do every Friday in the summer, but we'll see what I can do. So, yeah, stay tuned for next week's. Only had one beer, didn't have any shots this week. No whoop whoop showed up. There was no wild whoop whoop. Which I guess is good. Do 90s too. Let's do a pop culture one. Much love to you all from the UK. Good night. Good night. It's early there for you, or late, depending how you look at things. Super Coops, £5. Hey Cap, it's $4.54 here in the UK, but I'm happy to show my support as a longtime fan member. Thank you very much, Super Coops. I should probably do them a little earlier in the day on the weekends or something, but whoop whoop at whoop whoop. I can't help myself. Your head will feel better tomorrow than it has in the past couple of weeks. Probably, yes. Anyway, guys, thank you so much for watching. Have yourselves a great night, and get some good trivia questions on pulp culture from the 70s, 80s, and 90s for next week, because I think I'll do all 3 decades. It was a great time to be alive. But anyway, I'll see you guys later. Thank you so much for watching. Have yourselves a great night. It's Captain Foley signing off. Bye, guys. The salute cannon. See you later, guys. Have a good one.